Do you think G2 can win it all? It's so hard to say in group play because the thing about good teams, the teams that are playing good all year, the reason they've been able to stay so consistent is because they're able to improve game to game. So the G2 we're seeing right now, there will be the G2 we're seeing right now will be even better the next time we see them because they know how to work on their mistakes for next time. They're just good at working out those issues and fixing it for next time. So just because of that, I feel like they'll at least get top 4. The best teams consistently know how to improve. Fnatic is another one. That's why they stay at the top. It's not that I'm glazing G2 just to glaze them. They just are a top 4 team. They have been all year. It's just a fact. Just because you hate G2 doesn't mean you have to project that shit. Dude, you're the biggest G2 glazer each stream. You glaze them until finish, as well as the biggest Heretics hater.
I'll keep that as a surprise. I want to see the.
Like G2 have a high possibility of B group.
Let's keep it as a surprise. Thank you.
Yes, sir. If you say so. I don't. Here's the funny thing. I don't have a bias against Heretics or a bias for G2, but I can see how people see it that way because I legit never root for Heretics. But I've never once said they're a bad team. Now, a single time have I said they're a bad team outside of when I thought they would make changes after they lost in Toronto because of the way that they lost. You said they had no chance versus G2. Yeah, and I was wrong. And I said I was wrong. I believe that if G2 and Heretics play against each other consistently, it's always going to be close, but I think G2 will always win. Or not always, but most of the time. But that's me assuming G2 at their best as well. Heretics are capable. I think Heretics' performance is completely more reliant on Miniboo's performance. Directly. If Jogamo doesn't have a good game, though, I feel like G2 is still capable of winning games. That's the big difference for me. Okay, I was thinking about this more. Let's put it this way. All these teams we're naming, like G2, Heretics, Fnatic, I would even put NRG in there just based off their form right now. DRX. They're very close to each other, right? I think that you just have to come down to percentages of like odds. Like who do you think can win on this day given the comps that they have? There's so many factors as to why teams win and lose games. So it's very, very difficult to fully predict like what's going to happen. But because I predict someone is going to win and someone is going to lose doesn't mean I have a bias for or against them. Does that make sense? Like, I genuinely couldn't give a fuck who wins other than Paper X and NRG. Those are 2 teams I am actively rooting for. None of the other teams matter to me in terms of results. However, if G2, and this is just a fact, I don't give a fuck. If G2 isn't in the playoffs, that is bad for the game. I'm gonna say it. That is G2 being in playoffs makes it way more entertaining because of the level of play that they possess on a more consistent basis than other teams. You can't just have 55 underdogs all in playoffs. Do you think if G2 somehow get grouped, they make roster changes?
Historically, one of the teams are really
because off seasons are so long. There is a world where like you know,
I believe Sentinels domestically, but
they could at least look for roster changes, maybe, but they would also have to be able to find players that fit their playstyle.